Hey guys, MasterCraft092 here with a new Let's Play replacing Batman the Telltale series, and that is LA Noire. This is a detective game that is set in the 1940s after, World War II. It was developed by Team Bondi, and it was their only game to be produced. Developed, really. And that was distributed by Rockstar. And there are gonna be some portions that I'll have to cut out due to primarily nudity. You can read that on the top. But either way, let's begin a new game. I'll be doing the first few patrol cases, but I'm just gonna... I'll just do this one. I'm just gonna let you guys experience all of it.
A city on the verge of greatness.
Rockstar Games presents a Team Bondi production.
A symbol of freedom and vitality.
LA Noire. As you can see, lots of old cars.
Where every man can own his own home and have room to breathe. Not be overlooked by his neighbors.
These are just credits.
A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists.
In fact, I actually have the platinum for this.
Where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. City of pioneers.
And that's from one of the DLC cases. Well, it's not DLC on here. As you can see, it's very old style.
A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world.
You're able to skip these by just holding X.
A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Some of Rockstar did develop this, not just all of Team Bondi.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
And you go across 5 different desks.
14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Alright, so this is...
Here we go.
In fact, I'm actually going to turn the music off. Just cause, let me see, photo mode, sound. There is just some copyrighted music.
They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam
Whoa,
of sunshine
I think I missed
himself.
it. And then it's right here. But yeah, there are various areas where you just examine crime scenes.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
So yeah, there's
This is a
detective
fist hump.
music
Just going
whenever
through the motions.
you just
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
I'm trying to look for the newspaper that's in this case. And look, what do you know? It's right there.
Look at this junk.
And you can like see the story behind it in a cinematic.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
And yeah, when it ends, it just goes to black and white.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Then that doesn't pertain to the case. Because there are clues that you have to collect.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything? Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Well, alright. Guess I'm heading over there. Yep, some blood.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Yep, some blood on a door.
Shooter
Yep.
put him up against the wall
Clue.
and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Yeah, this allows you to view, like, the suspects.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Then you have your clues here. Of course, the only one being that blood stain. And the locations. Checked. Yeah, detective music is supposed to play. Yeah, I'll just turn it up just a little bit. Yep, a pistol.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
I mean, yeah, they don't always take
gun's up on
place
the
at
roof,
night.
So we need to find
But-
a way up.
Yeah, it's just a little bit,
Building looks vacant.
you know.
I don't want to wait around
Dark.
all night for the super to let us in. Is there a way up from the outside?
Oh, there's the pistol.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Then you just drag it. You're maybe using... Yep.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
Found it yet?
Yep, another clue.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Yeah, and I can just you can just use the notebook to set your next location. In that case, it'd be the gun store.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my
And
ass.
you're allowed to have your
It'll be
partner
fine,
drive.
Ralph. You worry too much.
I'm just gonna use this to, yeah, have some more time. Not just waste time driving. That looks brilliant in the daytime. That shows you the location and what time it is. 10:16 p.m.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
So with
Model
these,
27 with pearl grips, Cole.
yeah,
You see
you
it on there?
just have to look for a Model 27. In that case, it looks like this Taylor dude. Or maybe I have to... I think... Well, did not mean to do that. Oh, maybe it was another 27. Yep, there it is.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder.
Yeah,
203
Schroeder.
South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46.
Now you just
Thanks, you've been a big help.
have to
Anytime.
apprehend him.
Always happy to help out the LAPD.
But these patrol cases are just the tutorial cases.
Call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay.
Because, yeah, the other
In for a penny, in
cases
for a
are
pound.
just...
Either way, Gunga then.
Yeah, the other cases are just much longer on the other desks. And yep, you can have the siren on. Well, here, let me just back up. But you do get a trophy for completing each desk.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform.
You want me to keep tabs on the path of destruction you're creating? It might come in handy at your trial.
Let me see how far away this is. This is... yeah, it's just down here.
Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
I mean, some of the partners are just really enthusiastic, really comedic. But you have, like, a lot of LA to explore, and this isn't a fictional version, it's a real version. Not one just created up by Team Bondi. They probably omitted that logo because, yeah, they're not Team Bondi anymore. 10:34 p.m. Wow. Yeah, it's just my recording setup is a bit weird. But yeah, you do lose your hat if you, like, not really fail or, like, in a fight, you could lose it. So number 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
So I'm guessing it's a floor out from here.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Oh, here's a brawl fight.
Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
But this is more mature than, yeah, Batman the Telltale series. Yep, and I got him.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Yeah, it looks like a diary.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
And I think this puts an end to the first case.
Officer Phelps, badge
out of 26. And in the other desks, you are ranked. And this follows Phelps's time in World War II. I don't really know what this part is supposed to be. But yeah, it seems like they're just getting on buses.
You dumb fuck!
fucking sons of bitches. Get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here.
Yeah, there's
Swipe.
like
I'm having
there's
a bad
stronger
day driving.
profanity.
Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This
yeah,
bus is for
throughout the
NCRD.
game you'll
This
be
bus is
seeing
for men
these
who want to fight.
flashbacks, which are all in black and white. And then the second case. Armed and
Well, you picked the right
dangerous.
place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14
here.
Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL.
And here is like the first gunfight. Because, yeah, there are gunfights in this game. Because, after all, you're a police officer. I'll probably do the next two cases, and then that'll be it.
Quick, you guys, the cops are here. We gotta move it.
Alright, I'll just focus on this. Yeah, in the trunk you can get this, which is just a shotgun. Oh, come on. Yep, you just press circle to reload.
Now! Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there.
And yeah, and you can grab like the ammo off of them. But yeah, I think this is the strongest.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
copper. You got me closer? We'll cut you in half.
Find some cover.
Cause yeah, it's black and white.
Stay down.
Then there's one more up there. Oh, thought he was dead.
That's it?
Now he is.
We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
And that ends this really
Lieutenant
short
Hopkins says
case.
anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
And then the third one is just chasing someone down. But first, another memory.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like
And
you
Kelso is another playable
They call it the Custer
character.
syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
But yeah, some of the homicide things are brutal. But yeah, it's rated M for blood and gore, nudity, sexual themes, strong language, use of drugs, and violence.
With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Right, so you
Wendell
just...
Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
Yeah, you just follow Wendell.
Why, you!
And I used to play this case all the time.
He's hiding in the alley!
Well... yeah, you just go after him.
Bowers, hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
I don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. But yeah, you can catch up to him, but he'll just kick you down.
I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Tell you what, I'll turn the sound halfway up. I just want to make sure you're able to hear my commentary.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
And here's another fist fight. Yep.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Yep,
How you
and
doing, Wendell?
that's that case.
Parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision
And they're
is
actually
not
in
always the popular one.
Okinawa,
The
Japan.
right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
And then this is the last patrol case.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
And then here is another, like, tutorial. Well, several
LAPD,
tutorials.
Stand clear of the body, please. Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
And so,
Broad
yeah,
daylight.
it's just
Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
this
Everybody
one
stay
is
back.
just
Let us do our job.
you examine people's bodies and see primarily just like if there's anything unusual about them. Like you can check their pockets.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
So when we put that back in his pocket, then anything in here? Nope. Guess I'll examine the head then, cause that looks pretty. Well, that isn't it. But this just shows you of examining bodies with dead victims. I think that's it for this dead guy. I think there's a pool of blood. Whoa, I think I saw something. Yep. Bullets.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person. We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you, sir?
And I'm pretty sure this is non-relevant.
No good to me.
Yep.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss.
And then here is another aspect,
Everett.
which is just questioning witnesses.
Clovis Galleta.
So I'm going to pay attention to these. So eyewitness account.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Yeah, and then there's good cop, bad cop, or accuse. So in this case, I'm pretty sure she's telling the truth.
And you don't know who shot Gage
Oh.
or why?
No, officer.
These are just hard
A man
for
is
me.
dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
I'm pretty sure there's probably another clue.
giving me anything to go on.
Oh. Let me see anything by the register. Nope. I mean, I have intuition. I'll just use that to make sure this doesn't drag out too much. Well, that explains why I couldn't find it.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Yep,
FN
so a
Browning,
pistol.
Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on me.
We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And there's one right at the end where you're forced to, yeah, do all
What
that.
did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Alright, so now it's the gun store. And you're able to play us in 4K on PS4 Pro and on PS5.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looks like it never
Yep,
been fired, but he
witness.
brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Let me see how far away this is. I mean,
You can drive.
yep, jewelry store. And then, yeah, you're supposed to do a forced investigation. Well, like interrogation. $2:36 p.m.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Yep, and now there are chase sections.
Kalu, get back here!
Yeah, you just chase them until you're able to tackle them. Well, dang it.
Too late, Kalu!
Goddamn Harry thinks he can get back to
Let me just try and get this guy. Let me just tap axe.
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
I'm not gonna risk pointing my gun. Yep, arrest him.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you
And
propping up
here's
bar
the
as you relive the
interrogation.
what-ifs, the might-have-beens,
In
the
Wilshire.
half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking
Yeah,
me
this
to
guy
conduct
is
the interview,
named
sir?
Captain
I am
Donnelly.
young Phelps.
Captain
You've
James
only been with us a
Donnelly.
short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Yeah, this was the one I was talking about. So let's go arrest, like, at least get a confession out of him.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Alright, so shooting incident.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
I highly doubt that, though. So I'm just gonna say doubt, because there's no evidence.
Come on, Mr. Kalu. Make this
Whoa.
easy on yourself. Get it off your conscience.
You think I'm stupid?
Well, here, let me actually restart this. Oh crap, did I say restart case? Either way, I'll do this in the next part. So, yep.
Everybody stay back.
So, yep. See you in the next part. Alright, so I am back with this. So this time I'll choose bad cop.
Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course, that's
I'm
not
sure my lawyer can
true.
clear all this up.
Here, let me actually check. Well, first you should check your notebook.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
So at least I don't need to.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Because there are 3 questions.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
So yeah, this will be in, yeah, the patrol case video.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead.
So
Let's
let me
talk
just,
about the shooting.
Let me just try and...
Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
It's like nothing happened.
I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Yeah, I might as well. I mean, I had to replay this. That just removes an answer, and yeah, so it's clear. It's yeah, accused.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
And of course, the answer to that is the handgun.
Gage was an asshole.
Well,
but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint.
yeah, we can just skip
Let's
past
talk
that.
about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
I'm pretty sure the answer was bullets.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage. Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back! Let's talk about the shooting.
I just
Do you
hate
deny
these
shooting Everett
sections.
Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
So I'll just use intuition. Well, yeah, accuse.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
So I already tried the... Huh. I'm gonna go with...
Gage was an asshole, but his death
yeah, I'm
wasn't down
gonna
to me.
call this out.
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Let's talk about the
And so it's the serviced one.
Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
This will be my last try before I
You deny owning a
cut
Browning
all of it
pistol,
out.
serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
So yeah, it has to be the murder weapon serviced.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you work.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just use intuition for the rest of this.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
Correct.
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu.
Oh,
I'm
that's
charging
it.
you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
So yep, he's under arrest. Kalu.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
So yep, this is the last patrol case. So I'll play the intro cutscene of the first traffic case. And then next part, we'll take that one on. But I'll probably do terrible in the interrogations. But yeah, I mean, how am I to change that? So yep, the driver's seat. And this is in like Central Hollywood Police Station. And I have a new look. Well, Phelps has a new look.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi,
So yep,
Phelps.
Stefan
I'll
is
keep an
our
eye on
partner.
you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of LA is
I mean,
his
I've
audience.
played this before.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
So yep, this is the briefing room.
Now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
So, yep. I'm just gonna end this here since we've done all the patrol cases. Next up will be this case, only because, yeah, the cases just are lengthier in the other 4 desks. So with that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon for the driver's seat.